We live in an age where everything is accelerating. Markets shift, technologies evolve at hyperspeed, and the sheer volume of daily information is staggering. To cope, we try to think our way out of the chaos, grinding our gears on every possible anxiety and uncertainty. The result is an internal state that resembles a completely tangled mess. 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers recognized this exact trap. They argued the secret to inner calm is not found in fixing a chaotic world, but in mastering the responses within your own mind. To stop suffering, we have to abandon the illusion that we can control the external world. By applying specific principles, we can shift our energy away from the outside noise and build an unshakable internal foundation. This graphic illustrates our primary filter. The inner circle is what you control: your actions, words, and intentions. Everything else is outside. By holding regret, you aren't punishing who wronged you. You're reliving the pain yourself, burning energy in that outer gray zone. The exact same logic applies to the future. When we cling to rigid expectations and chronically worry about tomorrow, we suffer twice for an outcome that may never even arrive. Then there is the ultimate external factor: other people. We expend massive effort wishing someone else would act differently, which is entirely outside our jurisdiction. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius dealt with constant betrayal and criticism. He reminded himself daily that when someone wrongs you, their behavior is a reflection of their own stress and ignorance. It is a mirror of their character, not a verdict on your worth. We cannot dictate whether a stranger insults us or a colleague makes an unfair demand, but we retain absolute power over whether we react with anger or choose to remain calm. Letting go of the uncontrollable isn't giving up. It is a requirement for mental efficiency. Dropping the weight of the past, the anxiety of the future, and other people's opinions frees up all your cognitive resources for the few things you can actually influence. Once you stop fighting the external world, you can pivot to internal strategies. One effective method is appreciative inquiry. It asks us to focus on life-giving possibilities ahead. This framework illustrates the active steps of appreciative inquiry. Notice the nodes for discover, dream, and design. Rather than tackling obstacles head-on, you discover your core strengths, dream up what a positive future looks like, and actively design the steps to get there. To execute this proactive mindset, you have to anchor yourself entirely in the present. Because the past and future don't exist, the present is your only space for agency. The physical practice of meditation serves as the tactical training ground for this presence. It teaches your mind to notice when it wanders and gently pull focus back to the present without judgment until clarity returns. Grounding yourself in the present also allows you to focus on finding a deeply gratifying purpose. When old roles fade, intentionally seeking out new sources of meaning builds emotional endurance. This internal focus is incredibly resilient. Research shows that even after severe trauma, individuals who search for meaning often rebuild their worldview, experiencing profound improvements known as post-traumatic growth. Internal mastery means realizing raw facts of a situation matter less than your subjective perception. How you choose to look at reality is the ultimate tool for extracting wisdom from adversity. That brings us to the two most foundational lessons for a peaceful mind: practicing daily gratitude and recognizing that happiness is a deliberate choice. The mechanics of gratitude are straightforward. By spending just 5 minutes a day mentally listing a few things you are thankful for, you literally rewire your brain to notice the good, compounding your emotional health and resilience over time. We often assume that joyful people simply have problem-free lives. In reality, they face the exact same trials, financial stresses, and interpersonal conflicts as everyone else. Happiness is not a reward granted by perfect external circumstances. It is a perceptual choice made in the trenches of reality, independent of whatever hand you happen to be dealt. Life will inevitably bring storms, unkept promises, and difficult people. Those are the uncontrollable externals you must accept, filter out, and let pass by. Because your response is exclusively yours to govern, you never have to give another person or event the power to dictate your mood. Your inner calm is a sanctuary no one can take from you, and you can choose to step into it right now.